Yo, Joe here, Southern Coastal Cooking, coming at you this evening. Everybody have a happy or good Memorial Day. Thank all the fallen ones for everything they gave for our country. Again, talking about Southern Coastal Cooking this evening. This is a real Southern Coastal dish we're going to do. Introducing you to some new ingredients I got. Y'all see me cook with this oyster bed seasoning, the compound butter seasoning, absolutely wonderful. I got some of that mixed here with the with some beer, and you want to kind of hydrate this stuff before you mix it in. So we've got about 2 tablespoons of that with just a little drop of beer. Now I've got some butter, 2 sticks of butter melted. This dish tonight we're going to need some of this. So what we want to do before we season the butter, we go with some of these new seasonings here. This is a New Bay seafood seasoning by Heaven Made Products. This stuff is wonderful. I'll mix some of this in with the butter seasoning. There we go, just like that. That's some great stuff. We'll kind of swish that around, stir it in. Then we're going to pour all that into the compound butter. And we're going to stir it around, y'all. And that's going to make some fantastically seasoned butter. With the basis for part of this dish. I just want to show you all that step. I'll pour that back here into the strainer or into the measuring cup, because this is what we're going to use to pour this stuff. So absolutely wonderful butter right there. Watch this now. I'm stirring this up, that butter seasoning, right? Good stuff, seasoned butter. Now, I've got some beautiful U15 peeled and deveined Gulf shrimp. Left a little piece of the tail on. And what we're going to do is dip these right here into that butter seasoning. Put them back in that pot. And I'm going to take some of this seafood seasoning, Heaven Made Products. I'll sprinkle a little bit of that on. All right, and get on both sides. Just like that. Each one of them do like this right here. Let's say we're going to dip them in the butter and put this seasoning on there. Oh yeah, it's gonna make for a wonderful cook, y'all, when we get these seasoned up. All right, y'all. Now we've got some wonderful diver scallops here and some pieces of tuna, some ahi tuna. I've got some of this pure sesame oil right here. Show you what we're gonna do with this. And we got the shrimp coated up sitting over there in the corner. Right now, we're gonna put some of this sesame oil on the tuna. All right, so we kind of coat the tuna with the sesame oil. You want to get both sides, but we'll get this side first. Then we'll get the other side in a minute. You want to make sure your seafood's pretty dry for this as well. All right, got that going. Then you want to take the seafood, just regular seafood seasoning. Give it a little bit of shake of that. Right there on top. Then we're going to dip them in some sesame seeds. Move this out the way. Maybe y'all can see. Maybe you can't. Right here, these are some black sesame seeds, just what they happen to have. But you can just dip it, just lay it just like that. And the sesame seeds on this side, raise it up. See how it's got the sesame stuck on it? Do like that. We're going to do all these, the fish pieces, just like that on all sides. So let's get to the scallops. We got some of that butter seasoning again in the plate. I'm going to take some seafood seasoning and just sprinkle it on in there. And I'm just going to basically take scallops, just kind of toss them in that, and just put them back over here. I mean, that's all you don't want to get too much seasoning on a scallop, but that's just all you have to do right there. And they will cook wonderfully with that little bit of coated butter on them and that seasoning, everything like that. So that's what we're going to do with the scallops. All right, y'all. This is going to be beautiful, delicious dish right here at the Y640. Got it fired up. I'm going to show you what we're using, what apparatuses to cook. we have got the Grand Oyster cooking / serving dish. Beautiful piece of ovenware right there from the Oyster Bed Company. I'll put a link to that. That is absolutely amazing. And then we got the skillet cast iron from Yoder. I'll try to find a link to that too. But this Legrand is what we want to use to cook and sear the shrimp and the scallops, all this wonderful stuff. I've had it in here preheating, not lightly oiled. But let's go ahead and get those shrimp in there. Then with the shrimp just nice and covered in butter, basically just well, it's gonna be wonderful. Just set them in here. They'll just cook right there in those little oyster cavities. That's what we're talking about. Isn't that beautiful? Come on. I'm gonna have them in there just so they're nice and curled up. I mean, look at the presentation it's gonna give. That is beautiful. You know, of course this is made so you can cook oysters in here, but I think it does fabulous to any kind of seafood you want. So you can put beef in here or something. They have some steak trays too that are really nice. Let's go around here to these shrimp just sizzling away. Right there, and there's some crevices. Butter. That butter coating with the seasoning and all. That's a wonderful idea. Now, I come in with some of the scallops. First, we'll add a little bit more of the butter seasoning. Right down there. We'll come in with the scallops. Put the scallops right there to cook in the butter. That's beautiful. Right there, y'all. That's something else. So we got all that seafood just right there cooking. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I wish y'all could smell those flavorings. This stuff cooks right before our eyes here. Now I'm gonna flip them. Look. Oh, that sear, that blackening they got on that one side. Absolutely perfect. Butter, brown, blackened on the butter. Now these are pretty much gonna be done. I'm gonna get a, I mean, it don't take long. Look at that. That's not beautiful. Oh, all those beautiful shrimp. Perfectly cooking like that. Take the scallops, flip those bad boys over around a little bit. Oh, that's nice. So we'll let that cook a minute or two more. Then we'll go ahead and just carry this whole tray inside and just set it down as a serving tray. Those are done. I mean, it didn't take but a minute or two. I'm gonna go ahead and set these inside. People will just have an appetizer off of that. Gotta find me a big, good, thick glove to grab that with though. Y'all had to come in. We had to try one of these shrimp. I mean, this looks absolutely amazing. And look here, I've got this thing set on the stove. You could actually keep it on low if you wanted to kind of keep everything sizzling. Look at that. That's beautiful. So yeah, what we're gonna do, we're gonna give one of these shrimp a try. Right here. Oh yeah. That looks and smells heavenly. Oh my god. That's so fine. Absolutely amazing, y'all. Oh! Much seasoning. Look at that. How it just perfectly black and crisp around that skin with that oyster bed, that the ground pan. They make smaller ones too. But that is fabulous right there. Can't wait to try them scallops. All right, so let's try one of the scallops. Sweet like lobster. Perfectly cooked. Good stuff. Now we can try to cook some of that tuna. You're right on that super, super hot piece of cast iron down there. I got the Legrand up there reheating. But we're gonna throw that piece of tuna on there and let it go about a minute aside. Let me get my stopwatch ready. It ain't gonna take no time for that tuna. Stopwatch, okay. So I can get 2 pieces right here on the front where we can see. And we'll start that and let that go for about a minute, and we'll go in there and flip it. Y'all, now I'm about to go in there and flip them. Oh shit! Take a little practice, all right? There we go. Jump man on this side. And those jokers all be pretty much done, ready to slice. There's some sesame seeds popping. You see that? I mean, it's looking really good right there. And I'll probably do some up on the edges too, you know, just to have that. The edge here, get everything, a little sear on it. That should be about it. I just let it grate for a second. Just see what that does to it. Just give it a little sear mark. Alright, now I'm going to take those off. Set them on that cutting board down there. We'll put these on. Put these on the cutting board. Alright, let those rest for a minute while we sear those other ones. Let's just get in here, let's try the tuna. I'll zoom in here and you see got some sriracha sauce on the cutting board. Oh yeah, let's just try. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? That is nice. Right there, just how you want to see that nice pinkish in the middle. That's a beautiful piece of tuna. Go ahead and dip a little bit of that sriracha. Looks like that. That's how I like it. Look at that bite right there. That's Flavor Town. Oh, real good. Thank you all so much for joining me. This episode of Southern Coastal Cooking. Remember, like my videos, sub my channel. God bless. Y'all check the description box for links to these products.